Welcome, everyone. This is generative AI in higher education. We are on a level that I'm going to be getting up in a minute. But before I do that, y'all can see, I don't know if y'all know Kahoot, but we got the Kahoot futuristic Kahoot music in on the background. This is for you all to join in and participate in, participate with. Right now. So if you have a phone, you can scan this code. Uh, or if you go to kahoot.it, you can put in this number. Or if you have the Kahoot app, you could also put in the number that way. So give you all a second here. We are going to experience the wonders of Kahoot if you haven't done it yet. Because this week we are covering formative assessments in the, where are we at here? The floating firefly fields. I really like this image. It's one of my favorites, and somebody's supposed to be here, but I didn't get their image in time. All right, I'm gonna get started. Larita, are you gonna join us? You don't have to if you don't.
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'll wait till you get in then. Elizabeth, is this a brain? You're a brain with hair? That's quite an interesting choice.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. And back at the Rockus coffee shop, it sounds like a party. Yeah, that's a brain with hair.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, yeah, you're at a loud coffee shop. All right. Larita, what's your status?
I'm coming. I was trying to do it with my phone. My phone's acting up, so I'm just going to go to the site.
Okay. Kahoot.it 389913. This is the 913. I've lived in a place with 913 area code. Might be 916. All right. Okay, well, while we're waiting, I can explain about Kahoot. Actually, you know what I can do? For those people who are already in there, Kahoot, and for you all for coming to this session live, you get first choice. Uh, this is to sign up. It's called a student pass, but actually it's more than that. It's basically Kahoot Plus. Like for the most part, you can use a lot of the Kahoot Plus things. Um, if you make an account, if you make an account or possibly link your account with this one. So I put it in the chat as well for the people on the computer. Um, I can help you with this sign up process a little bit later, but for now, if y'all sign up with one of these, we have 50 codes available. So you four that are here can take advantage and get first dibs on these passes.
So am I supposed to like read that QR code again, or what do I do?
Oh, sorry. I was trying to do two things at once, Poppy.
Okay.
I was giving, so this one, now that Larita's in here, we're gonna get started with this game. So if you somehow got out of this, come back into this, and then I'll talk about the other thing a little bit later. So this one is the focus for right now, though. So if you have, oh no, what happened? Oh,
I
Tracy, you
don't.
changed it. Okay, I was like, I thought somehow it left you and you became a skull. So
I'm playing with accessories.
okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I thought like somehow you got disconnected and then they turned your head into a skull. So okay, all right, I'm getting started now. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Ready.
Bobby says we're ready. Elizabeth's ready. This is AI literacy. Since we're doing a course on AI, we'll ask some simple AI questions. If you've never done Kahoot before, just pick the color that matches the answer to this question. What is generative AI? You have a time limit. There's 3, 2, 1 second to choose. All right. Artificial intelligence that generates new content based on a large language database. Artificial light, no. Generative puzzles, they got the right words in here. Generating electricity, no. So this seems correct. Let's move on to the next thing. But first, for those unfamiliar with Kahoot, the faster you answer the question, the more points you'll get, as long as you get it
Know
correct.
that. Plus, I
Yeah.
answered
Yeah, and
correctly.
I was pushing my screen on my computer, but that's yours, not mine. Then I went, oh, I guess
No, yeah, right. That's good. All right, and Elizabeth is the quickest hands for the first question. Let's move on to the next one. There's only 6 in this quiz. So, next question, what is the potential ethical concern with generative AI? If you think back to week 2, we looked at ethical concerns.
oops, I didn't. How do I change my choice?
No changes. You can only choose one time, so make sure you're choosing the right one. This one, it can generate its own AI models, not yet, maybe in the future. We got AI making AI. It can replace all teachers. Once again, not yet. Maybe in the future, far future. I'm thinking it could happen, but I don't know. I think it's going to be more like working along with teachers, helping to enhance teaching. It might create content that is biased or offensive. This one is true. We're worried about bias since it's trained off of the internet, and the internet is all stuff created by us humans, which have our own bias. It seems as though that some of that bias has rubbed off onto the machine. Offensive, I feel like they have some safeguards in place that are offensive, but then again, if anybody saw the news about Google Google AI image generation, did anybody see this? Generation. Um, it was, let's see if I can type in offensive and if anything comes up. No, they probably scraped the internet as much as they could. It was making photos of like it was like make a photo of a Nazi, and then it was not what a Nazi would look like. So anyways, y'all can look up that on your own time. Let's go for the next question. Oh, but first, Elizabeth with 2 correct answers in the lead. It might be hard to catch her now. Let's see what we can do with question number 3. How can generative AI be used in education? Oh, you are correct. Technically correct, whoever chose personalized learning experience. And creating educational content for sure. That's what we're trying to do in our course. But all of the above. Actually, it says all of the above, but there's no above, right? It should be all of the choices. I did not make this, let the record show. I just found this for us to explore. Poppy with the correct answer. Elizabeth keeping the streak going. Elizabeth is on fire right now. 3 in a row. Tracy, I don't know what you're doing right now.
I have too many ads on my screen. I keep on pressing an ad
Oh no.
and it's taking me out of Kahoot. But okay, we're timed. Hold on.
Sorry. Which skill is important for students to develop when working with generative AI? Here we go. We've got most people correctly. Critical thinking, as we know, is probably one of the most important things that we have to think about going into the future working with AI. Digital literacy is also a good thing for people to know how to do things on the internet, different programs, different apps, different websites. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. Oh, now she's officially on fire with the 4 in a row. Tracy got that one right. Good job. Poppy's still in second. Larita and Tracy within striking distance. Tracy got to get more points here to get onto the podium. The podium is the top 3. So what do we got here? Which of the following can generative AI create? Just to let y'all know, there is an all of the above. So that is the answer, all of the above. It's artwork and images, it's text for stories, it's essays, it's music compositions. I'm realizing now, I'm going to give you all a hint, and maybe Elizabeth found this out before, but I think the answers are all a little bit bolder than the other ones, if I'm seeing this correctly. I might be wrong, but Elizabeth is correct. Larita has now created a big gap between her and Tracy. We'll see what Tracy can do in the last round. If there's any ads that are going to jump in the way, the question.
No, I'm answering them all correctly. I promise.
In your mind, it's okay. You can have your mind points.
I'm not a podium person, though.
No, we can. We'll get you in the top 5. Don't worry about that. All right. Oh, all of the above again. Oh, I gave you all some bad advice. It looks like this one's a little bit bold here too. By analyzing large data sets, direct programming of rules. Yep. No, this is how does it create content? By asking humans for feedback. Yeah, this is what you do when you're in there. You're modifying it when you have your chat or your conversation up. That is interacting, giving it feedback. So all of the above, I can agree with that. Let's look at the podium here, everybody. This is the top 3. Number 3, we got Larita. Congratulations. Poppy in second. And did you get them all correct, Elizabeth?
I don't know. Did I? Maybe.
I don't know.
I posted in the chat. I am on my second espresso. So
you're on your second espresso, and it's
just the caffeine.
Strictly caffeine answering the question. It's just the brain. It's like it's just going straight to the brain and right where it needs to go to in the brain. Okay, everybody. I hope that was fun. That is Kahoot. So very effective tool that can be used in the classroom. Has anybody ever used Kahoot in the classroom? Poppy's shaking her head no.
Not recently. I definitely want one of those codes you offer.
Yeah,
I feel like with the free version, you can only use it for so long and then you run out.
So I'll explain the difference is once you get in here, I would say the main benefit. So once you have an account and once you've used one of these passes, the main benefit is to add in images. So what is this? Question generator templates. I'm actually going to go here to blank canvas. So actually, this is we're jumping ahead a little bit. Let me jump back into our course here on Canvas. So this is level 22, AI enhanced formative assessments. As I said before, we're in the floating firefly field. You can see the little fireflies floating around. This module emphasizes AI tools to develop engaging, interactive, formative assessments with a focus on tools like Kahoot to enhance student learning and engagement. You can check out the objectives here. I'll put them into the chat. The gear that we need to gather before we go through this section is to make sure you have an account with Kahoot. So I'll put the sign up here, but actually, no, I put already the student code in the chat. So try that link. Let me see what happens when I go to this link so I can do it with y'all.
I went to the link, but you have to scan like a QR code to get there, and maybe I need something.
So no. So if you're here, everyone, based on the link in the chat. You would just go here to get started. And then if you already have an account, let me see what happens. I'll try to log in with my not. Hmm.
So do we say we're a teacher?
Yeah. Do you have an account with Kahoot?
Not yet, but I hit
Okay, then yeah, go to
get
teacher.
started. Then I can go to teacher.
Go to teacher. We're higher education. And then you would just put in your email. You can put in an email and password if you want to make it up, or what I like to do is continue with Google if I'm already signed in with Google on my computer. Like a lot of people are on Google Chrome. So I'm in private mode, that's why. Anyways, you would do that and then it would give you the like I said, the extra benefits, which I'll go over shortly. There is another file that you need. I'll show you how to get it later, but just for now, I'm going to put it into the chat in case it's a little bit difficult. So this is an Excel spreadsheet, and we're going to use this as our basis for um, creating our questions for Kahoot. Because question creation in Kahoot could take a lot of time uh, unless you know a faster way to do it, which is what I hope to show you all here today.
Okay, real quick, Ronald.
Yes.
In the site that we played the game at, can I create a Kahoots account there, or do I have to go outside of that?
If I were you, I would do it through the student pass link that I put into the chat because
Okay.
it will give you more options when you're creating a Kahoot. So for example, if I wanted to find an image, if I did not have the student code, I would not have I would not have access to all these images. If you have a student code, like the one I gave you, it upgrades your account to Kahoot Plus, and you can just come in here and anytime you want to search for an image or even a GIF, like look at these GIFs. Dancing. I want a dance GIF. So I want this picture of this panda bear. No? Love that dance. Okay, so that's one of the benefits of using the student code. And then I think you're able to like change it. There's a lot of other options that if you don't have the student code, you don't have those options. So, okay. And then lastly, content that you would like to review as a formative assessment, that you would like to review with your students as a formative assessment. Okay. So those are the three things that you need. And we know what we're going to do today. So on this page, if you go to the next page in the Canvas site, I go over step by step what we're going to be doing right now. Okay, so let's do this. So does everybody have an account with Kahoot?
Well, I'm struggling here just because I I'm not at work and I have one computer and it's small and I I can't find. There we go. Ah,
Sorry, I know the pain of working with one monitor when you have a
well,
Zoom.
and I can't figure out how to see where all my tabs are because I had it. Ah, apparently I lost. Maybe it's because I turned it off of my phone or something.
Um, Yeah, I don't know. If you're on your computer and you have the Zoom, you might be able to just click that link that I put before.
Well, that's what I did, and I put in a password, and I went to, but it
Oh
says
yeah,
on
yeah, right. You
says
said
I
teacher
have an
mode, right?
account, so
Okay. So then
but
you would just go back to the main website, it's kahoot.com, and then log in using the
all right,
whatever
let's see.
username and password that you created.
Oh, here we go. Ha.
All right, and Elizabeth put something in the chat, a picture. It says student pass, one of one available, and it says try out. Yeah, Elizabeth, just try clicking that try out button and see what that does. And let me know if it.
Yeah, that's what I did, the student pass.
And then did you click the try out? Did you see where it says try out on once you logged in?
I did.
And so does it say that what did it
It
change
just
anything?
it brought me in. Let's get started. Review your tools, add your name. It's got my name. Oh, wait a minute. I see what you're saying try out right there. Okay. Select learning tools for your students.
Can
And
you
then
share
it's
your
got,
screen real quick, Larita?
yes.
I want to see what's going on the back end. Oh yeah,
You
so
see it?
click the
I've got multiple screens open, but this is the one.
yeah. Go to the enhanced Kahoot creator. See, click that one real quick. Uh oh, this is to give it to them. No, I think this is to give it to them. All right, you can close out of this. I think that's for something different, Elizabeth. That's to give it to one of your students. So no, go back to where you were. You were logged in and I think you were good to go. Higher education. And then
Ah,
go down, maybe go down to I think at the bottom it says log in. Yeah, do you see where it says log in? Yeah, then just log in with that way. Oh, it's back to sign up. All right, you don't have to share if you
all right.
don't want that information there. So okay, can we? Anyways, we'll see whether you have the student code or not if you're able to log in. Poppy, were you able to figure it out?
Yep,
Excellent.
I'm all logged in.
Perfect.
I'm
Let's go
ready
ahead and
to
get
review
started
my.
now with creating our Kahoot. So in the top right hand corner, it says create, and then you're going to want to go to create and then Kahoot. Create Kahoot. Sorry. And then this option is new, where you have to create a Kahoot. So here's the AI portion. And if y'all want to try this out, I don't know if you have this option, actually. Do you have this option? Are you able to do the question generator?
Yes. Is
Okay.
that the option you want us to pick?
That is not the option I want you to pick. If you
Okay.
want to do it that way, you can experiment with that later. For now, I'm going to kind of show you the way to do it manually in case you don't have that option in the future. So this would be the question generator. You would put a PDF in, and then it will create questions based on that PDF, which sounds pretty cool. Actually, you know what? I do want to try this. So I'm going to go and find a
Real
PDF.
quick, Ronald, where were
Yeah.
you before that?
So before here, I was just on the main page, the Kahoot
Okay,
homepage. I went to create and then Kahoot in the top right hand corner.
got it.
Create Kahoot. And like I said, let me see if I can find a PDF. Welding theory. So if y'all, this is where I said if y'all have some content that you want to review with your students, if you have that ready to go.
So can we use like our syllabus page?
Yeah, if you wanted to have a quiz on the syllabus, but I think it would be more, well, no, that could be good if you want your
I was
students
gonna
to,
ask about syllabus as well, because that's what I'm doing right now. Well, I can use this on Monday.
you're going to put your syllabus in there? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's do it. I like it. I like that idea. All right, so I'm going to try to find where I put the syllabus for this class. Projects, welding. Here we go. Oh, actually, I have a lot of stuff on here. I forgot. I got a bunch of stuff. So just to show you all what I've got here. I've got a English to Spanish. It's like what is that? Dictionary for welding terms. So abrasives, abrasivo, presión absoluta. I want to see what happens when I put this in. It's 51 pages. It's probably not going to work. Let's just see. Oh man, I can choose. Wow. It looks like if I put the PDF in there, I can choose certain pages. Like let's say I just want, I think 51 pages is going to be too much. So I'm going to say page 2 and page 3. What's it say? Inappropriate language. Huh. Okay. It might be the Spanish tripping it up. Okay, let's try this one then. Here's the welding theory syllabus. Let's do all of this one. Okay. Does the welding technology course cover safety considerations? I like that. Add that in. What's the lowest passing grade in the welding program? I like that. What is considered academic dishonesty and plagiarism? What is the attendance measured by? Oh my God. Hold on. This is so funny. What happens when the students with 5 unexcused absences and it has a picture of the police? Oh man. That's really funny. Why would they do that? That's the AI. Okay, what else here? What is attendance measured by? Participation in class? Hmm. What is considered academic dishonesty and plagiarism? Cheating and plagiarism. Really? Okay. Lowest passing grade in the welding program. Oh, this is cool. I think with this one, let me see here. I think with this one you can have the students how do you do this? I think they can like go on this on a scale. This is new stuff that I haven't seen before. Does the welding program cover safety? Yes or no, but the answer is true or false. Okay, so mixed results. I like the cop car. So, okay, looks like maybe that's not all the way there yet. It might work better if it's like more concise information, or possibly, let's say I uploaded a PDF that was a bunch of questions that were already created. I'd like to see what happens if somebody did that. Um, the question generator, this looks like maybe same thing. Describe in short, the topic of your Kahoot, or so I could say, let's see, welding principles. Let's see what happens when I do this. What is the melting point of steel? TIG welding requires non-consumable electrode. What is welding? Okay. These seem pretty generic, but I think it might be good kind of towards the beginning of a class where you don't know, maybe it's the student's first time in a welding class or whatever you're teaching. What I wanted to go over today is how to do it from scratch. Well, not really scratch, but how to do it by using a blank canvas. So if y'all are still playing around with that one, that's fine. But if you want to follow along with me, I'm going to go into how to do it from a blank canvas now. So does anybody need a minute to get a blank canvas open in Kahoot?
Yes, give me a minute. My syllabus came up with some great questions. I love it.
Oh, really?
So just, yes. So give me a minute and I'll
Save
get
it.
a blank. Yes, I love it, but I want to learn how to do a blank canvas.
Okay, great. All right, nice.
Same with
Positive results.
mine. If
Elizabeth,
you,
you think you're going to use
yeah,
it?
if you click load more over and over and over again, and you only pick the best ones, I think it's maybe tailoring what it shows you next. Because
Oh,
I had to click through quite a few to get
Yeah.
anything relevant, but some of them were like exactly what I would have written.
Yes, really good. How do I
Yeah.
save them? How do I save it though? The questions.
so okay. So let's say you have it here, right, with a bunch of questions on the left side.
Yes.
Okay, so all you need to do is if it already made a Kahoot title, then you're okay. Or you can just, type in whatever the name of your class, right? So I'm Weld 106 syllabus. Um, and then just you can add in the description and picture and all that stuff later. But for now, you can just click done. And then in the top right-hand corner, you'll see where it says save.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so once again, once you're out of this page, it will just probably take you back to the Kahoot homepage or someplace similar. Anyways, we're going to be looking for that create button in the top right. So top right, create, Kahoot, and then blank canvas. So once we're in the blank canvas, let's bring this back up. We're going to go to add question, and then we're going to go to import spreadsheet. Add question. And then down in the right-hand corner, you'll see where it says import spreadsheet. Add question, import spreadsheet, download our template. Now, this is file, you can click on that, but it's the same file that I put into the chat. So when you open it up, you'll see something that looks like this, where it says Kahoot quiz template. It's got the instructions on how to do it here. We don't need to worry about that right now because we're going to be doing all of that.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, could you go back and show those steps one more time?
Sure.
Were we
The
supposed to choose blank canvas or template?
blank canvas.
Okay, good. I chose that. And
Uh-huh.
then what happens after that?
Blue add question button on the left.
Okay, got it.
Import spreadsheet in the bottom right of the pop-out window.
There it is. Okay.
Download our template.
And where do we find the template? Uh-oh.
So once you click download our template, you just go to maybe, I don't know, open up your downloads folder, or I don't know
And
where
are
things.
we supposed to download one that you put in chat? I can't find chat anymore.
It's okay. The one in the chat is the same as the one that so if you downloaded this one, then it's good to go.
If I said download our template,
Yeah, that one.
okay, so I need to download our template. Okay, Kahoot quiz template.
Yeah,
Okay.
just open that up.
And then I open it up. Okay.
All right. So next step, uh, if you're in the canvas, we're going to open up we're going to open up a Google document. I'll put it into the chat. Uh, sorry, Poppy, I don't know a better way to do it. It's either in the chat or if you go into the Canvas course, you can get it. I see somebody's in here.
Oh God, I'm not in Canvas. Okay.
Can you find the chat here? I'll stop the share and then can you find the chat and then click
Oh,
the link that I put in?
yeah, now that if you that way stop and share so I can pull up chat. Where did it? Where did, there we go. Okay, so I click on the Google Docs.
Yep. And
Okay. And then what do I do?
all right, so once we're here, we can make a copy. So if you go up here where it says File, make a copy, then once you make a copy, you can edit that document. So right now, the one that I have that you all are in is a view-only document, so you can only view it. But we want to edit it, so make a copy,
Oops.
uh, save a copy. And we're just going to use ChatGPT for this one since we're learning kind of Kahoot and their capabilities. But if you want to use Gemini or Cloud or um, some people have access to Copilot. Copilot is the new, actually, I'm going to try Copilot out. Copilot. Some people say they have access to this at the college. If you sign in with your let me see here. Should be able to sign in with my Clover Park email address. It's gonna make me do this dance. Okay, hold on a second, everyone. All right, so this is called Copilot, and if you log in with your school email address, you should have access to it. Um, I heard this is based on ChatGPT 4, so it might be better results than just the regular ChatGPT. But also, um, ChatGPT just recently made this possible. You don't need to log in or sign up to use ChatGPT anymore. So the logging in is nice because it keeps track of your chats on the left. But let's say you just want to try something or ask a simple question, you can just go to the chat.openai.com, chat.openai.com, and you can go in and you don't even need to log in. So this is actually pretty good for if you want to do it with your students and the students are worried about, oh, I don't want to give OpenAI my email. You can still have them use it without logging them in. So that's a new feature that I think they introduced that last week. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go down here and same thing as before. We're going to give it a set of instructions at the beginning, and then we're going to ask for it to explain its process. But let me just read this real quick. Kahoot has a function where it is very easy to import quiz questions using a spreadsheet. That's the spreadsheet we already downloaded. Our goal is to take the questions we want our students to answer in the game and use ChatGPT to put it in the right format to copy and paste it into the spreadsheet template. Let's start by training ChatGPT on the template. Here's a link to the template. So we got your template here if you need the direct link. So we're going to copy and paste the following with your data. The only thing you would need to change is your department. So whatever your department is, you can put that in there. You're an expert curriculum and instructional designer and math faculty or English faculty or whatever y'all are teaching. Member at Clover Park. You need you need to help fill in a template for Kahoot. I will provide you with the Kahoot template and the content we will cover in week 5. I'm doing week 5 because that's kind of like the middle of the term. If you were to make first, let's say a midterm Kahoot quiz that you do with your students, maybe that would be a good chance to um, cover some material with them that you've talked about for the first half of your course. Your job is to fill in the template with multiple choice questions so that I can easily copy and paste the data back into the spreadsheet. Can you concisely explain your process to fulfill this request? So this is what it looks like for me with the Kahoot. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste this into Copilot and see what it comes up with. And I'll also do it in ChatGPT 3.5, so maybe we can compare and contrast. So Copilot's plan here is to understand the content, brainstorm some questions, make sure that has it in the correct format, give a variety of questions, write the questions, review and edit, put it into the template, and then well, this would be us. We would be testing the Kahoot and sharing with others. Test the questions, create clear answer choices, verify the accuracy. Okay. Looks like a different approach, but let's go ahead and see what they do. Okay. So did everybody try this one? Did you did you input the first prompt?
No, but I have a favor question.
Go ahead.
Can
Let's see what I
you
can do.
uh can you allow us to save the chat?
Which chat? Oh,
Your
of
Zoom
this
chat.
of the Zoom chat?
Yeah, because then I can go back and do this when I have multiple screens and know what I'm doing, and I can,
Yes. Well, most of the stuff, well, okay, yeah. I will do that for you, Poppy.
because that's what I tell my students to do is save the chat, and then and I get they have all the links and things.
Okay, yes, I will do that. Remind me at the end. I'll save it at the end and I'll put it into the chat so you can get it from the chat. I'll stop sharing and then I'll put it into the chat. Is that okay?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
just so long as I can save all your links and because that
Okay.
way, then when I rewatch the recording, I can go through and
Good call. And I'll try to now that you say that, I'll try to remember to put the YouTube in the YouTube video description. I'll try to put the links in there as well.
oh, that'd be helpful. Yeah, just
I think that
yeah.
would be helpful for everyone. So
Thank you.
you're
Because
welcome.
I am
You're in a hard situation right now, Poppy. I know what it's like to be on one monitor with Zoom. It's I mean, it's first world problems, but it is very difficult to navigate. So I can completely relate to what
and
you're
I'm
going
like,
through.
oh my God.
And this is kind of difficult topic. So, okay, everybody else is good to go. Can we move on to prompt number two? Prompt number two, what we're going to do is the table will work to train the LLM to format the questions correctly. So what we're going to do, we're going to open up this spreadsheet again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from B8. B8 is where it says question max 120 characters. I'm going to go, actually, you know what? I'm going to go over here from A8 because I also want these numbers in here. So from A8, I'm going to go over with my mouse and I'm going to go down to, um, what is this? Row 18, column H. I'm going to try to select all that. And if you want to know how to select, there's two ways you can do it. You could just drag it across. That's probably the easiest way. Or what I do is I'll click one, I'll hold shift, and then I'll go over to where I want it to stop. So we're selecting this range. Okay. And then once we have that range selected, Control C to copy it. And then actually, you know what? This is, I might want to include this. Okay, never mind. Everyone, let's do it a different way. Let's start with A1 and then go to uh, H18. A1 to H18. That way it has the instructions in here. I think that's a better way to do it. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy and paste that, and it should paste in kind of a similar format layout. I'm just going to copy that right into here.
So we're copying and pasting the Excel area into ChatGPT. Is that right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So let's see what it does. Here's how I'd fill in the Kahoot. See, I really don't like when ChatGPT starts doing it without all the information. So it just made all these questions, but I don't know if any of these questions are what we want to focus on. Let's see here. Analyzing the image. Privacy blurs, hides faces from well, okay. Um, okay. That's the response that it gave me. I also want to include what I want the formative assessment to cover. Okay. And so in this case, let me see here. Copy and paste content from week 4. So let's say I'm in my welding course. welding course, welding theory. I go down here. I want to just cover what's in week 4. So let's say I have a quiz already created and I want them to do like a practice quiz first. So I come over here. I'm just going to select all of these questions. See how this works. I should just be able to select all these questions, copy them, and say these are the questions for the Kahoot, and then just copy and paste those in there. And it looks like I got 17, so I only want 10 for the Kahoot. The Kahoots, you don't want to do too many questions because the students will lose interest after like 10. I would say it would be like 10 max. Choose the best 10.
Can I make a quick observation, Ron?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I did the Kahoot option with the AI, and then I did the one with my own template and fed it into ChatGPT. It's giving me the same question, so I'm wondering if Kahoot is just using the same.
Oh,
Do you know what I'm like? It's removing a step for us.
right. Using it straight through the
Straight through
Kahoot.
Kahoot.
Yeah. Now yeah, like I said, that's probably going to be your best option, especially since you told me about the load more and only picking the ones that you think that are going to be useful. That's going to be much easier than what we're doing right now. But that might
No,
not always be an
this is good
option.
too. Yeah, this is good too. I
So
want to know how to do it manually.
yeah,
So, but it was just interesting observation. Oh,
yeah,
those are the same ones that Kahoot fed me too.
right. Nice, nice observation. So I'm going to do it one more time into, let's see, Copilot. So I'm going to say, here are the questions from the Kahoot. Choose the best 10. And once again, I'm going to choose. Oh, this one has a maximum character limit. Interesting. So I'm only able to put 15 questions. Let's see what that comes up with. All right, and I'm not liking my response from ChatGPT right now. If you'll notice, what it's doing is it's just giving me the questions. But I need the questions and I need the answers and I need them in that format. Okay. So I'm able to do that. I just got to make sure I'm engineering my prompts correctly. So I will say, um, I like those questions. I need them to be multiple choice, right? So like the basics of prompt engineering is just what I would want to do. Like if I had these questions, I would then take these questions and I would make them multiple choice, right? Then I would have to put them in this format, right? So I'm just explaining exactly what I want it to do. So I'm going to say, I need them to be multiple choice. Then I need them to follow this, what do we call it? Template format. Um, please create it in a table so I can easily copy and paste it back into Excel. Okay, let's see what this does. So here's what we got. Here's what we got. I told ChatGPT, I like these questions. They need to be multiple choice. So they've given me it's not perfect. I'm looking at it now. It's not perfect. It says here, the question one, and then answer is describe 2 methods, but this is actually the question. So the question is in the answer one. We might be okay. Yeah, it looked like it just moved them over one column. So I think this might work. Let me copy these.
I love the
So
table format. That is
yeah,
good though.
I was gonna say that next. If you tell them to make it in a table, it will make it into a table that, cross my fingers. Let's see here if I copy and paste this. Yeah, there you go. So I copied, if I don't know if y'all saw that, but I copied the table from this top one, and then I dragged it down to the bottom 20, Control C, and then I came back in here, and wherever I started on the in ChatGPT, so I started at the one, I just clicked on that one and I did Control V, and it put everything else in the proper place that it needed to be. Let's see what Elizabeth got. See, put something in the chat. Okay, so Elizabeth, I'm gonna show this over here. Elizabeth got this format. What you can do, Elizabeth, is do what I did and say, put this in the format, put this in a table format, following the template that I provided with you earlier. And so I see the numbers are a little bit mixed up. So it's not perfect. And I'm thinking that if you maybe use the higher level of ChatGPT, let me see if Copilot did a good job. No, Copilot did not do a good job. Let's do this then. I like those questions. So I'm going to try the same thing here. Oh, here we go. But do it with these questions. Fill it out with these questions. Let's see how that goes. Describe two methods of striking with an arc. Okay. Okay. Check this out. This one I like because it includes the correct answers. So now I'm just going to go from under the question and see if I can copy and paste all of these. So go here to copy and paste. And then I'll start here with question. All right. There we go. Oh yeah, I think we're running out of time. So let's wrap up. Hopefully you all were able to figure that out. You know what? This might have to be a two-part one because now that we have this, we have to put this back into Kahoot. So um, let's uh, let's table this, but till next class. Hopefully you can create this, uh, the template. Hopefully you're able to get some questions in this template that were um, created with ChatGPT. Uh, check them, double check them, make sure the questions are correct, make sure the answers are correct for the question, because sometimes it will do things that are not, like it'll just make up answers. The rest of the steps to add it in are on the Canvas page. So if you want to attempt to do that, basically you would take the file that you had, upload it, add the questions, delete the first one, and then go and fill it in the rest. But like I said, we'll try to do that at the beginning of next class. So, are there any questions before we end today?
I have kind of a unique one. I was going to hold off till the end, Ronald, if you have like 2 seconds
I do.
after.
I'll stay a little bit after if we want to.
Yeah, I've got to run too, but I didn't, this is unique to me.
Let me officially end, and then I'll stop the recording, and then we can do all that kind of stuff that way. So, thank you all for coming today, and I hope you were able to find something that was useful that you'll be able to use in your class.